They clearly eat a lot more than the chickens do. The chickens haven't touched my geraniums down here, and now they've gone, and the chickens don't normally touch the squash at all, and the guineas seem quite happy to eat that. They are eating the brassicas. Can't even remember what I'm growing here now, but they're for the chickens anyway, so I only grow them for the chickens. We're not really into our brassicas very much. But I did want some more squash, so I don't appreciate you eating my squash plants. This is Hagrid, and this is his little missus here, which is Myrtle. Although he does put, like any typical cockerel, he does put himself around a bit. He looks after a number of them. He clearly wants to look after these guinea fowl and invite them to be part of his flock. Although they're not really meant to be staying here. That's my cucurbit, a chocker plant they're eating into, but I didn't plant that, so I'm not too worried. I have a feeling this is going to be a graveyard soon. But at least then I'll be able to find the squash that are growing, even if they're not quite ready. That's your mum you just poked in the eye. So this is Chris. He's another one of our cockerels, and I don't know where his flock is at the moment. Oh, here you go. Here's some of his flock here. Oh, Coco's on the wander. So the boys are pretty share and share alike, but you do see them want to collect some of the hens and make them more theirs. But the cocks get on fine. So these are our two silky cocks here in the front. They've got the majority, if not all, of the silkies. This is Coco coming in here. This one here. They have them. I think they pretty much have all the silkies in their flock, plus some of the reds, a couple of the others, but not many. And then I have some other boys that take their women out the back. There's like a grassy area out the back. So those that go out the back get the grass paddock to go into, and those that come out the front get my vegetable garden when they have access to it. But they could go either way. There's nothing to stop them going either way. They just choose the direction that they're going in. That was an interesting move from this one here. Did you just see that? And I'm going to be interested. These guys may try and roost in the tree tonight. They're so funny. They're so much more flighty than any of the other birds I have. And they like to use their wings. They make me laugh. So we did have a net covering this area, but the guinea fowl had learnt how to fly up that high and were getting caught in it or on top of it. Sometimes they were trying to fly, they'd got themselves outside of the pen and they were flying in and they landed on top of the net and were stuck on top of the net. So we just decided to get rid of the net today. Which also meant taking down the fence that separated them from my vegetable garden, and I don't know if that was the right thing to do, but I've done it now. The rest of the garden, so when I say vegetable garden, it literally is the cornfield with the brassicas, some of the beans and squash plants. This is mainly squash and corn here. The rest of my garden is vegetable garden, is all the other side of that fence. All that green that you see there is all my vegetable garden. And then there's another little wall here of pots, which is also my vegetable garden, the hoop house, and this is a fruit cage. They're such time wasters. I can just spend hours and hours out here watching them. They're amazing. And they're so calming after a day with... I do love the dogs, but after a day of entertaining 40-odd young dogs that all want attention, cuddles, bits and pieces, then this one here at the top, she was just chasing a fly. What happens is they chase the fly and then they fly at the fly and end up on the other side of the fence by accident. But they do like to stay together, so we're hoping they're going to stay in here more now. Don't know how well that's going to go. Oh, hello you. It would have been lovely if I'd had another lavender. So apparently I have got one lavender, which is that one there, and one purple, which is that one there, and then the other ones are all the pied. And then this one here came out of a guinea egg. The cockerel had apparently got in with the guineas, but he doesn't show any signs of actually having any guinea in him. So I don't know how he managed to sneak in. Okay, right. I am going to. I've got a couple in there. That was an adult. That's like when they have their voice break and they go from chick sounds to adult sounds. That's when you can start to understand whether you've got males or females. But I've yet to discover which ones are making adult sounds and therefore which ones are which. I've got one that sounds very male and I've got one that sounds very female, and the rest I don't think I can tell yet. There's 9 of them in total. Half are a week younger than the other half, but you can't really tell that. Maybe it wasn't an entire week. Maybe the weeks just disappear. Although they come running whenever I come out here because they expect me to have food, they do also run away from me if I come anywhere near them. Just look at them there. I'm having a bit of a roost after a bit of a feed, a bit of a clean. Do I have any? They don't stop for very long. I don't move because they'll just be on the move again. Do I have any dark crystal fans in my friends? If I have, you may see a little bit of a resemblance between these and the characters, some of the characters in there. Not by how they fly around and stuff, but how they look. In fact, the one that looks most like the character is this one here, this lavender one here, when she puffs up her neck especially. Need to get it from the side. She probably won't stay still enough for me to show you. Oh. I'm saying she, but she's clearly got a lump on the top of her head, and the boys get a larger lump on the head than the girls, so I wonder whether that's actually a boy. And interesting fact, unlike the chickens, guineas like to pair up for life. Bless them. And whoa, incoming. They are definitely enjoying the use of their wings. If they went out the back, they would love it even more because their favourite food is ticks, and there's grass out the back, which is much more likely to hold ticks. They do prefer an even higher protein diet than the chickens. Is that you, Gertrude? It is. Gertrude, we thought Gertrude was on her way out a couple of weeks ago. We took her inside for her last days. She's this one here with the floppy cone. And she has fully recovered. It's well worth taking a sick chicken out of the flock and just letting them rest away from the others. Hello. Who's that? Nanny McPhee? Big Mama. Big Mama. That's this one here. I have two of them. They are laced Orpingtons. This is a copper moran, so she lays very dark eggs. These are all Fresh Start for Hens ex-commercials. Hagrid the Silky, he's black, and then Chris the Silky is a cuckoo colour. And then Coco at the back there, she's brown. Oh, I have the two Morans. We call them Henrietta 1, Henrietta 2, because we can't tell them apart. Myrtle, another Silky there. This is actually a white cock crossed with a millefleur hen has produced this one, and there's, I don't know where the other one's gone. There, and there, these two here. And I have an adult one of them, which we call Silverling. So now I know how they're created. I was expecting a paler colour millefleur with adding the white, but in fact it turned, there's not a single sign of ginger in them. The ginger's completely disappeared, and they've just gone grey. That's interesting though. And Buffy here was meant to be the most beautiful of US bearded silkies, and she is the ugliest thing. She should be called Elvis, really would be a better name for her, but she is female. And she was in a group that were all called after Buffy the Vampire Slayer names. And she was Buffy. And that is Chanel over there. She is a bearded, she's homebred here, just like Coco is. and she has been a surrogate mum to these guinea fowl. So between Chanel and Buffy, they've been raising these guys. So we're missing 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we're missing. Oh, there you go. 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're missing number 9. And one keeps on getting lost in the hen house. There's a good chance that it's in there. This one, I think, has bitten off more than it can chew with some food and hasn't learnt yet how to pull it out of its mouth. So it's basically choking on a piece of greenery. It needs to use its foot to pull it out. When they were chicks, I could catch them and pull that out. But as adults, I don't stand a chance of catching them. So she has either got to swallow that, which I think is the option she's going for. Yes, she swallowed it. She's got the last little bit to go. There you go. It's gone. So they're very good at taking on more than they can really chew. Maybe those two have partnered up. Maybe that's male and female. They both seem to have the same heads at the moment. See, that one, that's the purple one, that one's got a little lump on the top of its head as well. I do wonder how early you can tell the sex. At the moment, it looks kind of half and half. Oh, Hagrid wants to mate. Who have I got behind there? Oh, it's one of Henrietta's. So there we go. It's been a while since I've done a chicken tour, and these are the front chickens, not the back chickens. I'll try and fit in the back chickens tomorrow if I get the chance, or soon. And it's nearly bedtime. The sun is low in the sky. They'll be going to bed soon. So I'll leave them in peace and they can put themselves to bed. And I'll come out and shut the door in a little bit. Until then, Hagrid, do you have anything to say? Handsome boy? No? Okay. Bye-bye from Hagrid. Bye-bye from all the girls.